Good afternoon and welcome to a somewhat surprise stream of Valheim with Glenn. And it is Wednesday, so that means my whatever Wednesday is Valheim. We are putzing around a little bit this afternoon, attempting to get some mats for upgrading our little shack, but we are not that far off the big monstrosity. That one. Get right into it. So it says loading right in behind my head. You're not actually seeing as blank a screen as it looks. Would love to see something better, but that's the way it starts, unfortunately. There we go. So as always, we also have the opportunity for people to do some redeems for a Lego build for 5 minutes of putting together the next piece of our Lego build. That's an option. For my nose, I've got spring allergies like everybody and their dog these days. And compared to what one may have seen when I logged off this morning, we have changed up the bed. Pardon me, itch. Sorry. We've changed up the bed. And I did a little bit of a shift to the roof just to try and use some of the thatch angled pieces to more scoop the smoke out the roof. And then this one, I had changed the angle just to open up the side just a bit more so that we can get the smoke going up and out rather than collecting inside. We have ourselves a food chest over here, which we're not doing half bad. I could probably use some more food, but get there. And then we've got some wood to work with. Try and make this place a little bit bigger, a little bit more exciting. And gosh, stones, trophies, and random skeleton stuff. Now I can't actually upgrade my gear any further compared to what I've got right now because everything is at level 2 except for my helmet. And the helmet, I think, what was it I needed for that? Oh yeah, okay, so we've got the level 3 table. I just need to get some more bone fragments. We need bone fragments in order to be able to level up the hat. But everything else is at level 2, so we're doing pretty good there. Yeah, that's where we're at the moment. I kind of like the way this end is working with this roof. I think I'm going to take this part and just expand. So we're going to expand out the sides in both directions and take this wall and push it out. Probably swap up the door. So I've been using the I've been using the wood gate, which is taller, as a door, just because by the time you get your helmet on and stuff, and the angles, it kind of looks like you're getting your head smacked when you try to go through the door. So I've been doing that. Also means that if I go wider, I can put in these doors up in this kind of spot, up there, and kitty corner to the door on this side, and that's sort of like windows with shutters, which is kind of neato. But the other thing I really should be doing as well, once we get the house bigger, is starting to work on flattening out this zone in general, so we can get some fences up around the outside. Hopefully try and keep some of the neighbors out. We just don't want them to hang out with us. We're going to need to be doing a bunch of tree chopping in addition to the actual expansion. I probably will not keep this all the way to the ground support look. Frankly, these are extra in terms of like the game doesn't consider them structurally necessary, even though just about every house spawns with them. But I will probably keep the cross beams at the top motif. I just kind of like the way that looks. You can see by putting the 45-degree angle piece one slot up with an overhang, then we were able to deal with the window. Not the window, sorry, the smoke to come out the top there, and I didn't actually have to put a chimney edge on there. I could, but I really didn't have to, so I'm just saving on the materials to not bother at the moment. Now this may look like it could be hinged, but it's actually not. Great panel. Alrighty, the other thing we've done is we finished off our stream by putting in 3 beehives, which at the moment are empty because I picked up the honey just before we logged out. But the honey itself, compared to the berries, it's only 1 additional health, but it's a 15 additional stamina and a 5 additional minutes on the duration, so that's quite handy. And then fish, we got lucky. There's a little bit of fish. So we've been killing deer, which is 35 health, with the stamina 12, and then the fish stays, stamina only boosts up to 15, but we get an additional 10 health, so that's handy, as well as duration stays the same. And then we've got mushrooms that balance it out. And because we've got the 3 slots, I like to have the 3 different items so that I'm relatively balanced across the board. But there will be a time when we are going to fight a bigger mob or something where I may want to boost towards the health direction. But I'm not particularly sure on that one. So first things first is probably to go from the inside, just so you can see what we're doing, by pulling down these walls. Just to make everything a little bit larger. Now, because I'm liking this design up top, what I think I'm going to do, actually I'm not really sure, because I've pulled everything wider, that I may need a chimney route for this one. But we'll get there when we get there. First things first, let's switch over and just start taking stuff down. And I'm going to try and start with the wood that we get as a result of taking things apart, and then we'll see how far we get, so that we don't actually have to build more. That out. There's going to be smoke absolutely everywhere for a bit. I've got a 3 building. I'm actually thinking if I can afford the funds, or afford the materials, then I'd like to actually try and go, ooh, log. Nice. What is that log from? I picked up some interesting wood. Okay. But I'm not ready for sharp stakes. Pick something that's not got on it. Okay, what have we got? I picked up fine wood. Okay, so let's get some of that fine wood. Oh, I see why I've got fine wood laying all over the place. I made a boo-boo, and I accidentally burst one of my chests. So I'm trying to figure out where things are coming from. Shouldn't have fine wood yet. Character. Like, not actually doing things with fine wood yet, but it turns out what I've actually done is, as I said, I broke my chest. Ooh, that away. That up. I'm carrying too much. I know I'm carrying too much. I want to put away, please. Pull away. 27. So 50 of the wood away for now. I don't need a gazillion arrows, so that away for now. Okay, 46 core wood. So the core wood was an accidental find because the core wood comes from the birch trees, and we aren't supposed to be able to do the birch trees, like, to break them down yet. However, the difference is... bedtime. That's too exposed. Great. However, we are able to knock them down with other trees when we cut down the other trees, and then in that manner we can running the birch trees into the beech tree we already have, and then those beech trees will break the birch trees up. Kind of weird how that works out. Okay. So I at the moment have the bed far too exposed, means I need to pick the pace on this part. Now I'm thinking rather than going 5 wide, if I can afford the materials, I'll probably go 7 wide. And I will probably want is do I have my other tool? Okay, I do. So let's stand up here. See if we can reach out and raise things a little bit. I'm gonna turn it off so that I can zoom in as best I can though. That should probably get me 2 more on this side. I'm going to need 2 more on my other side. Flatter as opposed to higher. Invalid place. Oh, sure, buddy. Over that too. Nope. I've got rocks in the way, and that's the problem, is you can't mine through the rocks just yet. This is going to work. I think that'll get me two zones wide. We're going to want to go higher on the front as well. Higher, sorry, longer. But we've got a 3-4 now. If we go... Actually, maybe 5 wide, 7 long? That might work better. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we need to come a little higher out on this side. Stand up higher so that it goes double. Oh, don't freeze, please. Now the tool I'm using is a hoe, which I quite like the hose. That sounds wrong, but what I mean is the gardening tools. But warning, if anybody tries to actually discuss the tool in chat, the chat is really fussy about it, and it does not like discussion of this tool. So, garden implement, that works. Come on, higher, please. Well, it may not let me go too much higher, but I think I should be able to deal with this height. First things first, I'm going to do the walls. Or put this back, in case I end up with trouble. And I'm going to need to... Ooh! I can't fix it because the crafting station doesn't have a roof. Aha! Okay, well, we will do what we can. So it's 1, 2, 3. And one more on each side would be 4 and 5. 5 wide. 10. Trying to turn this around to get this roof as quick as I can. I have the wood. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see if I can get this one. Debating, do I go high or go wide? Let's go high first. 1, 2. I'm going to try and repeat what I did inside with the smoke, but we can fix it. Pardon me, or itchy nose. We can fix it along the way so I can move the inside layer out a bit more. We have to redo the back wall as well. Now, can I... I've got enough wood, so I'm going to actually change this and move the crafting table out one layer and see if it will consider this enough coverage to repair my hammer before I end up in trouble with no hammer. But it did. The station is too exposed. To expose my foot. Okay. I have enough material. 2 and 3. Wanted it 4 more, so got 4, 5. I guess we're going to rock indoors for a bit. 7. Roof piece on here. 1. Now, will you let me... Okay, now I can repair things. Excellent. Okay, everything we've got is full tilt. So, back to building. Roof on here. And cold, I get that.
Hello there.
Oh, I'm getting warmer. Hi, Kieran. How are you doing today? Glad to see you this afternoon. I'm still at the early stages, but I figured I'd make my shack a little bit larger. Because in between games, rather than playing this one, you're aware that I'm a Minecrafter, but also that I've been playing on my own worlds. I've got one world that's mine, and one world I'm playing with the kids. 4, 5, 1, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, it's just a little bit wackadoodle around here. But I figured I've got the leather gear up to as far as I can from a station level 2, and some of it's station level 3. but not all of it. Oh, and I'm out of wood. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm looking forward to being able to hop into the next stream of yours that I can make it to, because you're a fun builder to watch. Okay, come on, use this stupid. Oh, please let me. Please raise this. Come on. Well, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to put in floors then, simply because I don't have any space options otherwise. Left hand or right hand? So feels weird. So right to come in, left to go out. Yeah. Look at the room I've got right now that I'm sitting in. I made a house in one of my other worlds where it was actually ridiculous big. Like I think it was probably about 7 or 8 wide, which was a little more than necessary. And I always seem to be doing it, pardon the expression in a family-friendly channel, but bass backwards. Fish, yes, that's the excuse. Right. But the frustrating part with every time I do it is it's always a challenge to figure out how not to get myself smoked out. So that's sort of my primary concern. Before I finished off this morning's streams, I moved the fireplace because it used to be in this front corner. And heaven knows why, but it kept going out. And it's not that I didn't have enough wood, or that it was raining. It wasn't doing either of those things. It just suddenly would stop working. So I figured, well, the heck with that. Let's go a little shorter in the upper level. Super tall roof. Thank you very much. I'm going to probably take down the existing roof that we've got and just move it out. But what I've discovered in the past is if I do the 45 angle pieces first, it gets a nice height, then I can do the 26. But then right over top of the fire, if I do 145 out there, it actually acts a little bit like a vent, so that I actually have the height to work with without having lots of moisture getting in the fireplace. I did something similar in this other world I was telling you about, but it, what I did in that world that was different. I keep thinking I'm gonna light myself on fire with those stupid torches. And what I did in the other world that was different was that I actually had a fireplace in the middle of the house, which was okay, but it wasn't ideal. But I've also found if I use the 45 corners, I can use it as a way of funneling the smoke upwards. And I don't know if I'm going to use the 45s this time round or the 26s, but either way, using the corner pieces does allow me to put an interior layer to help funnel the smoke out. So that goes. You can see I was sort of scrambling for space because I've got things kind of tucked here, there, and everywhere. But this character doesn't have a whole lot of progress on it. We're getting there slowly. I'm working on the blocking a little bit. Decided to pick up using a spear because it's slow, but I can throw it when I need to. That's the secondary attack, and that makes it useful for things like a deer. Sometimes if you go up and you hack it a couple times and he freaks out and runs away, then I can just throw the piece afterwards. I do have to go and retrieve it. A little bit of a pain, but not insurmountable. Come on. This from outside just so I can see what I'm doing. That down. Put myself out this one. That one. That'll change. Put any fires out, that's okay. 26. Another 26. Would leave. Oh. We got these together. Now, one of my bad habits that you'll discover really quickly when I'm playing Valheim is that as a player, we can see what's going on with the gamma. But as a streamer, it's not that great because you guys have trouble seeing it. So if it gets way too dark, I'm trying to get the bed part done as quickly as I can so that we can get more, like, so I can sleep off the night and I get more light in here. Trying to remember exactly what the setting was. There was somebody that told me on the net how to turn everything up so that people could see better, but unfortunately, I can't remember at the moment. There is a way to do it. Oh, right, actually, it's in my streaming settings. It ends up too dark. Some people like spears, some people prefer just bows and arrows. I like not having to switch between the two of them when I get in a jam. Okay. The are X's. Oops. I can't do that one yet. I need this bit. Don't freeze on me, please. Now I can put the X's in. Wrong way. Come on the bed, please. Oh, there we go. That's better. Probably put in a half wall, because I don't really need that much open space. I think, actually, these two I may switch it out. We'll see. But on this end, I definitely will switch those. Do something a little unusual. Oh, can't do that. Wait. Come on. Okay, let me do the corners first. I think with a fairly square house to begin with, but I've seen plenty of people do all kinds of creative things. One of my favorites that I read about actually was somebody had decided in Valheim, put in the effort, I kid you not, to create a full-on Taco Bell. Like, why? I have no clue. The fact they did highly amused me. I think I'll put them, for visual sake, put it towards that way. Now I can do the top. One. Round. Sometimes I wish there'd be a speed way to turn it around, as opposed to manual rotate every single time. Sometimes it snaps nicely, and sometimes it doesn't. Go. Roof. No. You. Trying to make it all the way, or it's going to freak out at me. Nope. Yellow. Like the yellows. Okay, then 5 again. This one. That one doesn't look great. Come on. Yeah, that's better. Weird. I don't know what it attached to, but you. There we go. That. And then I need to put some boxing around this fireplace. I want to do... I'm trying to decide if I want straight square or do I want to go with an angle. I'll go with a half and an angle. But how high does the 45 reach? That'll probably do. Picking out kind of weird stuff, so that was my angle. Oh. Oh. Come on, you silly. Got you working earlier. There we go, that's what... Come on, snap up. Snapped for a brief second and then you moved again. Have to do it from the outside? Look at that. That would make no sense at all. Oh, I know why I can't do it. I'm trying to do it from the inside. That's not working. Okay. I don't want it to go outside the building. Try this one more time. hang off this. You. Having issues because it's more shallow. Okay, well then we'll go with the shallow one. You want the shallow corner? You get the shallow corner. Not ideal, but that's what it wants. That's what it gets. That down. That falls first then. One of the things I have been doing, and I think I like the look of, is putting the half walls on the inside. Not gonna work. Back to that. Putting the beam that you see on the inside of the wall. Sometimes I like putting that one. On the like visible inside, on the top, and the reason for that is then when I've got a spice rack or something like that I can do, then so then when I've got a spice rack or something, I can hang it off the beam, and it kind of looks like I'm hanging it off that little lip. Like the way that turned out. Here-ish. You do it this way. No, I need extra. The other thing I do with these is I stick the roof out, an extra, like 1 by whatever the smaller one is. And the reason for that is that, pardon me, is that then we've got a bit more of a funnel shape that goes straight up. I swear it looks like I set this stuff on fire. Dang. Not going to look the way I want, I'm sure. Not quite. Yeah. So as long as the smoke stays funneling out, I can keep this one as is. I'm going to keep an eye on the sides just to see if smoke starts coming away. There we go. Okay. That's what we got. I can do the flooring. To the extent that I actually have wood. I mean, I may not have much. Then we'll go out and... Oops. Wait. I'm looking forward to actually taking on Eikthyr fairly soon. I just wanted to try and see if I could max out my abilities to get other things in, set up first. And it's not... Because it's partly being a chicken, and partly... Oops, and partly because, then I have to worry... Wood. Okay, yeah. 1. Okay, well, that would explain a lot. So... Get the extra axe back in there. Alright. Me. Did that kind of backwards. I should have done the front corner first. Because then I won't have to worry about this extra little space, but whatever. That back window. Seems to be venting okay. Not a huge fan of the way it's not venting up front. But we can take care of that later. Since more wood. Got a half decent view. Not ideal, but it's not bad. This side seems to bring in a few more visitors than the back side, so I'm just being careful about that. Hey, pretty quiet chat today, which is kind of nice. Sometimes it can be really busy around here. Hold on, just in case. Oh, and I think I heard a visitor already. Oh, maybe not. No Mr. Skellybones at the moment. Oh. Push you? What's pushing me? Darn it. we go. Visitor dispatched. Yay! Oops. Unlogged. Super. Yay, not bad. Okay. Seems kind of corny to waste the time taking out stumps, but I think it really does in the long term improve the visual view. And I do take out the junk beach as well, little tiny ones, just because I have not yet seen them grow, and my brain kind of wants to make sure that they don't. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. In addition to getting the wood to work with, of course I'm also clearing out the view a little bit wider. And it'll be nice when I can start taking out some of these super boulders. I have noted if I level the land under a rock, the rock will shift, so in theory I can make it move a little bit, but not much. And you. In all honesty, I probably at some point should go after some graylings with my fists, or maybe some neck, just for some fist improvement. Always good backup. I don't intend to be beating things up with my fists on a regular basis, but always good backup to be able to have some sort of damage should your actual weapon break, or if I did something dumb like threw my spear and didn't have an axe or something else handy. Well, that was a rather effective multi-tree drop there. I got 3 out of that one. Which means I suspect I'm going to get visitors soon, just because I tend to hear a lot of it. Can't remember, Kieran, whether or not you're up to the birch yet. I think you were. So you had much better choices for building supplies and comfort bonuses. At the moment, my third one, I think. My comfort bonuses at this point are kind of limited to deer carpets and stuff, so it's not ideal. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, good, it wasn't on me. How am I doing? 34. We should be alright. Could be dumb. These are huge. Back your log. But I've noticed with the birch, if you take down the birch, but by knocking it down with another tree, then you can continue to take them apart and get the wood earlier than you are actually able to chop it, simply by rolling it up against other things. I'm thinking I've got this one stuck in a tree up here. If I take this one down, that should work, but I'm trying to guess where this other one will go so I don't end up dead. And I guess correctly. Yay! Okay, how am I doing for wood? 9. Make sure that I'm not going to go overweight. Just because it prevents me from running should something more exciting than a grayling show up. Closest I've had around here, so this is my second choice of base home, and I quite like it. The first one was right next door to a black forest, a really tiny black forest, but black forest nonetheless. And that was a bit of a pain, because even if I was to go there now, they have a troll that has not despawned. So not so helpful. Okay. 5. Got missile. Sure, we'll just go with that for now. Blink. Another one? Yeah, I do. Blink. Third one? Oh, not yet. Okay. Grab these ones. Not yet. As long as having my shield out doesn't cause a problem with chopping, then I've just been leaving it out. That way I'm less likely to get surprised. That's part of the whole Indian chicken thing. Weirdest thing I've actually survived yet. I mean, I've come up against the troll. Did not do very well trying to take that guy on. But I think the weirdest thing I survived yet was 2 Grey Dwarf brutes and a pair of Greylings all at the same time. Not a great day. I think I've had 3 skeletons at once, managed that. But that's about as far as I've gotten. So we're still pretty green here because I haven't done, I haven't yet taken on Eikthyr first. Elder bonus, I guess. It's la-di-da-di-da. So the crew, you'll see, at the moment there aren't a whole lot in the channel, but the crew you'll see is quite small on Wednesdays, and that's just they joined because I was doing Minecraft. Whereas Valheim doesn't seem to be their thing for the most part, so it is what it is, and I'm not too bothered by that. Don't want to be dead. On stump. Pretty quiet today. That's all right. Hey, stumpy. Okay, what have we got? He's looking a little wider. Go inside. We need ourselves some torches out front. Building torch. Put one right out front the door this way. Go. Come on. Land higher right here. Fine, I will just deal with the floors. It just pardon me for itching my nose. As I was saying earlier about allergies, we have allergies in our house, quite a lot of them. What that really just means is that... Come on, please. Fine. What that actually means is that I get really, really itchy. That's the long and the short of it. How do I have to... Nope. Place to put there. Okay. 3 chests at the moment. There. In the corner. That P. That's where the shirt. Okay. I like to start from top to bottom and just range the armor down the side there. Then I like my arrows to be near my bow. It's just a habit the way I sort things. And then the torch can go down there. Loads of... And the goo can go over there. Now I don't need this. Where did I put that? I don't have a seed. Now, these are special woods, so I'm going to leave those there. Get back to fixing the floor. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to do with these. Under... up there, can I... out. Invalid placement. Yeah, I can't... oh. Well, we ever saw some decorative junk. Great. I really don't like that we have things I'm... out. I mean, if I wanted it decorative like that, that's fine, but I don't. Guess we're stuck. Oh, I want storing. Going in the same direction. Spread out this. I haven't dashed for this. Oh. Line it up nicely with.
Hello?
Hello, how are you? Glad to see you, Max. Ha 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 ha. Holy wow. No, this is Wednesday. So Wednesday I take a break from Minecraft. I used to call it Whatever Wednesdays. Then I fell in love with Valheim as when I was trying a whatever. So Wednesdays are my Valheim day. And then Thursdays I go straight back to Minecraft. Which, we're almost there, I think. Well, okay, almost there is all relative. I have, I'm about halfway through digging flat, horribly large 150 by 150 space in Minecraft. But at least I'll have enough clear that I can start doing carpets by the weekend, preferably tomorrow. So we'll see. But yeah, Wednesdays are whatever Wednesdays. I do hope my notification actually was accurate this time, because sometimes it's not. So, word to the wise, if you have an opportunity, I always recommend check the check what the preview is showing on Twitch, before you choose to believe anything. Just because what you see as a notification may not necessarily be what's really going on. I'm really bad for remembering to whoa, whoops. Not what I want to do. I'm really bad for remembering to update the information. So, resulting effect is that every once in a while it will put Minecraft in there when it's not actually Minecraft. Or vice versa, I will have a Whatever Wednesday and then forget to update it back to what it should be. Up here. The outside nice and smooth. Okay, now how's my smoke doing? So, I'm just about ready to take on one of the bosses. My gear's pretty close to leveled up. But I just wanted to finish off putting together a better shack than I'd had, because the one I'd had in the past, A was smoking me out, B was too tight, and C was just butt ugly. Unfortunately, we've got a couple things you can see that I can't remove, like there's a rock floor, and it spawned this greenery on the outside of the house. It didn't spawn the torches, but even when I got no torches there are some items that you just cannot remove from an area. I don't know why that is, but that's the way they designed this thing. So, for me, I guess. But yeah, so there's the bigger house. I might as well move the rack back. It's going to be an eating area. Like as in foodstuffs on that side, and probably some brewing things at some point. Right, in the wall? In the wall. Okay, I don't mind being in the wall for this. Is it nice and out of the road? There, okay. So to do just about anything in the build part of this, you have to have your hammer in your hand, and you need to have your crafting bit. But you can take things apart and build them again. So usually you get your materials back. The exception to that would be if you built a fire. Then you don't get materials back from that. Here. But, such a waste of space. And I'll put on. No. Out of the wall though. There's a couple of items like these you don't actually get to do anything with. Like, can't use the chopping block for anything, even though it says chopping block. It just upgrades your table to another level. Can't actually do anything with them. But I guess it's kind of neat, though. It's a way of making a decorative life type item. Yep, boss fight definitely sounds like fun. Sarcasm intended. But, let's see how my gear's doing. Okay, so I've got... wanted to upgrade the hat, but I need some more bone pieces for that. Level 2 on the tunic, level 2 on the pants. Got 2 on all the major weapons I wanted. Even though I'm not as leveled up on them as I could be. You know, blocking could be better, probably jump, etc., etc. But if I keep waiting around till everything looks good, then we'll be here forever. I do not want to do it at night, though, which is kind of a dumb idea. Is it nighttime? Yeah. Nighttime, but I think before I do that, I'm actually enjoying these windows. Let's move them down. This. That. Come on. Let me in the house, please. Round. The window's a little bit lower. Good. Okay. Now the other thing is, a little quiet today, because I said I was going to be doing a lot of this running around thing, so we can probably go do some hunting or something instead. Went right through the torch, excellent. I didn't have a torch on this side, okay. I can probably go do some hunting and stuff, but I did want to save the Eichler fight until that's the focus point of one of my sessions, just because people seem to find those sorts of things exciting and bother showing up, whereas if I suddenly did it rather surprisingly. However, there's nothing that says I can't take on more skeletons and stuff to try and get some more of the bone fragments and such. But everything. Grab some more food. Coming through to good food. Good food. Probably don't need 2 axes. I probably don't need... okay, well, don't need. Okay. Down. This. Pile of goo in things. Oh, and I probably don't need that. That's here. Doo-doo. Okay, well, sleep away the night and see what we get up to tomorrow. And it looks like my music has kicked out of me, so I'm just going to take a quick look. See if I can figure out why the music died. Why the music died. I have no idea why my music is done. Okay, so should be daytime. Early daytime, but let's see what trouble we can get to. Look out that beehive, so let's do that. These are the 2 locations where I can try and fight the Elder. Not quite ready to hit the water yet. So, I guess I may as well just invest in what's going on there. Oops. 7, 8. More health and stamina going. Aha! Boar, hello. Oh. Okay. As long as you eat your boar scraps, that's not a problem. Ooh, boar rock. Nice. Oh. Now I can actually capture and tame these. I just have to more or less get them to run into a a hen behind me, and then breed them up and stuff. I've always got them. As long as they're going to keep spawning around a particular stone, I don't really feel the need to do that. But I probably will at some point end up getting to that part. Isn't there a fourth one? I take all 4 out? Okay, what's this? This. Talk about. So. The boar. Okay, perfect. I get out of that one. Zoom in. I can call that a boar rock, which to me, when it talks about it, then I know that it's also one of the places where they're likely to congregate. There's the 4th one. Come here, buddy. Are you stuck? That was kind of weird. Here, bud. There we go. There it is. Come here. Will not be me, but be interesting to try and see someone do a vegetarian run. Or even worse yet, a vegan run. Railing, okay. Trouble. Oh. Oh, alright. West it was. Pieces? I pick up from that. Boars, yay! We always seem to need more scraps with a lot of these, so the boar pieces are really helpful. I won't sniff at the meat, because when you cook it, it's actually not that bad. They're a pretty good product, so at least for the starting material. I mean, I'm sure I'll probably find something else better. I have not been out this way, so let's get out here. Now, you'll catch me doing a pause and shying away from pine trees. And the reason for that is because that would be Black Forest, which is sort of the next level up zone. I'm definitely not quite ready yet. Or they have trolls and grey dwarves as opposed to greylings, and brutes. And brutes are rough. They'll throw rocks at you, but they're tough. Tough to hit. Okay. Going. Now what's out here? More mushrooms, okay. I don't mind having a ton of mushrooms since I'm going to be breeding pigs. Some people say mushrooms are better than some of the other products to breed them with. They're a nice balance health-wise, or nutrients-wise, and with stamina and health, so we'll take it. That. What did I find? Oh, okay. Mountains could be bad because they have a lot of, like, well, wolves and mountain creatures. Great, so I don't want to get too close to that. Try heading north then. I can sort of see the edge of the mountains out on this side as well. Yeah, because down here I know that there's a lot of the meadows that we've got, so I can figure out what's somewhere else. Berries. Why not? Stick. Alright. This is a really chilled, crazy chilled playlist. Oh, don't want to be there. That's part of the mountains or the Black Forest. I'm not sure which, but I don't really want to be the bad side of either of them. Stones, what have we got? I'll have to be ready for that zone, so maybe very next week, I should probably try and hit a hike there because I'm good at it. Ish. I shouldn't say good at it. I have done it once before, but only once. Might actually practice it. Take it on a little bit off stream just to see what it's like before I take it on stream. Oh. I get your hide, deer meat. I got a head, okay. I believe you need 3 heads in order to summon Eikthyr. But there is bones, so I must have been through here recently. Would explain why I stopped when I really don't want to have bad guys in my tail. Okay, more exciting. Unless I'm going... I'll check it goes south down this direction. Oh! People should pay attention. Looks like I stabbed him with the end of a blunt stick. But I didn't. Oh. Okay. Because up here I've been quite a ways, and we would just be facing the forest and then we could turn around. Maybe south is where it's at. After playing this game, I get really screwed up in Minecraft because the keys are different, and I've got better graphics I can handle. I just needed it low ground cover while I was building, and higher ground cover afterward. Trouble today, buddy. Whoa! Where you got me? Of course, one of the things I like about a spear in this game is that it keeps them just that little bit more arm's distance away. So for a person who likes to play rather chicken point of view, even in Minecraft, having things far away from you just so that they can't quite hit you, my preference is whenever I can. So Minecraft has you crouch. Oops, my itchy nose. Minecraft has you crouching with the shift key and running with the control key, whereas Valheim is the other way around. And you can only run until your stamina runs out. So, trying to not get ourselves into too much trouble here. But trying to get used to the key, remember which ones are which, sometimes throws me. But once I get the hang of it today, I'll be playing the Valheim keys starter tomorrow. Way things always seem to go. Okay, so this is one of many, apparently, summoning locations for the Eikthyr fight. So now I've got 3 on here, which means that I should be able to find one. I think. Find a bit more. Then village, I know where that is. No point in checking them. Oh! I was gonna say there's no point in checking for treasure, but I didn't have a bow last time I was through here. So, these are quite useful. Oh, come on. Really? Weird. There we go. So did anything useful end up on the bottom? Nope. Gotta go up. Come on. Go. Honey, one of the world's best food products, and a queen bee. Excellent. The queen bees are required for me to be. Oops. Helps to try and run, or try and jump before you run out of stamina. Probably a good plan. Hmm. Okay. Nice big tree. I do not want to die to a tree today, thank you. Or, I think... Jumping! Yay! Or... Let's try and see if I can get his attention. If I can get him down without... Oh. Not gonna happen. Still doesn't see me. Good news. From here. Oh. There. Not ideal, but it worked. Perfect. Southeast, southwest, west. I'm done west in this zone. Trying to bet, there's a reason I didn't. Find out here. Because if this forest backs onto, once again, Black Forest, then I'm out of here. Do not like that. No, I do not, Sam, I am. Oh, I see here. There we go. Hey, you. I do like that we can spam these keys. So, I'm playing Java Minecraft. You can't spam your sword in Java Minecraft, or at least it has no real effect. Down on the bottom. What trouble am I going to see now? You. Huh. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure I want to know. That's probably mountains. Oh, yeah. Right under the pine trees. Not going there. Not so much. I will check out what's up here, though. For you. Really. This guy is not a grayling. I think they are Grey Dwarf. I like to get rid of them quite quick because they for Rock's Edge. So it is kind of creepy that when you hit the Grey Dwarf and kill them, you get their eyes. You need their eyes. Nothing. There's Black Forest. There's a troll. I don't want to mess with him. Okay, not high on my list. That explains why I didn't go south that far. So I can take on the troll. It's just that easier to do when you've already taken out. Easier to do when you've already taken out the first elder, because then you can get a skill that will allow you to have extra boost on your running speed. That if something goes sideways and you don't manage to get the troll taken down, you can run. As it is right now, I could not run. Really. Yeah. Oh, come on. I'm... Good spot for bees. Oh, either I don't hear... Either there never were any or I've already taken... Okay. Into camp. Okay. So this Eikthyr summoning the zone just down this direction is uncomfortably close to Black Forest. So I don't think that'll be my first choice where to go on Eikthyr. Probably one of the other two to the north. Just so that if it runs wild, I can chase him down a little bit. Then he won't be running into the zones not ready for, because the last thing I really want is a boss and further trouble all the same. I can just about guarantee this center section is fairly safe, so I might as well just go there on the way back as a way of filling in parts of the map. And maybe we'll see something interesting. Won't. Definitely been here before. That take a core. Let's have another boar stone. It is on market. That way when I need more scraps I know where to come. Yep, it's going to be another boar stone. Excellent. Okay, map. In. For rock. I feel cold. Excellent. And that's not a good thing, but it means so I won't recover my stamina as quickly. At least it doesn't mean that I'm sick or something. Wet is another one that you don't recover as quickly, and you generally don't want both together. The cold and the damp. You know that I'm here. Out. Oh, yeah, you do now. Aren't you? Come here. Oh, get out of the tree. Come on. Now, that may have seemed like a dumb thing to do, but I was trying to level up my fists in that one, just to make sure that I've got a backup weapon. But I won't do it with just anything. Certain critters I can handle doing that. I'm not yet comfortable doing that with a boar. I've done it with a deer once or twice, which was kind of weird. I got beside him and just punched him in the face. He tried to run, and I just... yeah, I'm hitting him. Pretty odd. I'm headed in the direction of home, but, doesn't feel like it. Yeah, I have seen this one for sure. Bad, but I don't have any ease or whatever. Surprise me. Now, although those seem easy enough to take on when I'm here, I'm not as fond of them when if I've been dead and I'm doing a death body run. They're just in the way, they're a pain in the neck. They're not worth it. Not worth messing with, I guess. But I mean, if I get my fists leveled up a bit more, then it's a lot easier in that respect. You can run up to them, punch them in the face, and that's it. I've quite a number of players. I've seen a few of them, besides myself. Like I've watched a bunch of YouTube and stuff. Quite a number of players will, or home, will build different bases in each of the biomes. Oh, it's a rock. Okay. In each of the biomes, so they don't build something fancy one spot. I'm thinking I'm probably going to change that. I think I'm enjoying locations, so I think what I might do is just make this one bang up awesome, and then for other locations, like other biomes, I'll just travel to them. They don't really want to be there the whole time. Oh, an extra beam in the ground. Okay. That. Here, wood. Sure. Have any wax? Not beeswax then. Honey. Yay! Eat. Take those. You. I want. Go inside. Getting kind of dark in the game, so I'm gonna head inside, see what I can do about that. Oh, and why did the fire go? Why? Actually, okay. Well, let's deal with the other one first. Oops. That. Escape for a second here. Let's see if game filter. Can I kick up gamma a little bit? Out. Whoa. Yeah, looking really weird. Okay. That's not what I want. This is all kinds of things. Fade. Little gray. Oh, weird. There. Bit gray, but good start. Okay. Close. Now you're seeing kind of what I'm seeing, at least as far as my best guess of it. One point here, and leave the fire. Okay. Oh, you silly thing. Can I fire? Oh, that's why I ran out of wood. Okay. That's fine. But the reason I took out the door and I'm putting it back is, depending on where you've got the food racks, sometimes they will actually keep walking into the fire, other times they don't have that bonus. And I have a habit of setting myself on fire. Quite a bad habit of setting. I believe I could probably kick up the ambiance of the room and just put like a deerskin carpet, I think, on the floor. That would look pretty cool. And cook up what I've got of the food first. Just, I like to store it cooked. It doesn't spoil. So I like to get that part out of the road, because that way if I need it, it's ready to go right away. If I leave the food on fire too long, it turns into charcoal, which is, or not charcoal, sorry, into coal, which is useful for making signs, and that's it, as far as I know. Might be something else later, but right now that's all I can use it for. Oh, I listen for the sizzle, and I pull it off the fire. So, that way, I can throw the excess. Oops. Back. 23. 20, and I... Dark. Go first. Neat. It's very dark. What I was going to do... Well, I've got it. Oh. Wood. Okay, well, never mind. Scratch that. Wait. Now I've got the wood stacked outside. It's... Hey. Bedtime. In your dream, you sit beside a fire in a great hall surrounded by the chatter of familiar voices. Their faces blur like smoke and their names slip your mind, but the warmth of their company, I guess, is exciting. Kinda smoky in here. I think it's from the mist outside. I think. Yeah. Misty outside. Now, I don't really like being outside in the mist. Reason for that is that, can't see the critters coming at me all that easily. But, just start by repairing everything. Those 6 wood. Or, yeah, I got plenty of wood hanging out in here. Put that up there for now. Extra rocks away. Bin. Don't think I can... Great chest. This is the one with trophies. Oh, I forgot about that creepy. Natural. Creepy head down. Dandelions down here. Even though I don't know what to do with them, we can figure that one out. See what I need for a carpet. Armor crown. Oh, cool. Oh, with flowers. That does nothing. Armor 1. Leather helmet. Armor 2. So, yeah. Better than nothing, but... No? No. Totally no. Eggbricker. If you get hit with this, you'll know it. Yeah, no. Ow. Anchor gives you a parry bonus and has a block force of 5. I'm just curious. Oh, what shield at? Block armor 12. Okay. So, I guess technically you could block with your tankard. That's kind of amusing. Ooh, fine wood bow. I found some fine wood. Crude bow, that's what I've got now. Knock back. Knockback is nothing, but I get an automatic 5. Like mine would. Okay, I have 10. Mine would and that's not good. Oops, wrong chest. Still the wrong chest. I've only got 5 fine wood. So I've got 46 core wood, but I only have 5 fine wood. So not happening. But can I make carpets? Perfect. Going right in front. Your rug. So I can make banners. Black banner, red striped banner, yellow banner. There. Signs. Setting log. Chairs. Okay. I can get myself all kinds of, like, relaxing things. Tables, chairs, which is the comfort bonus. I can make the place look quite nice. I can get most of that wood in a better place. Can I sit down on this? Oh, comfy, comfy. I like that. So comfort bonus is now 5. Comfort level is 5 rather than 4. I like that. Okay. What have we got? I was to make fine wood for the 4 fine wood for the chair. I've got 5. Make myself a chair. A core wood logs only. Do that one because I've got a bunch of that. Logs chill. On this side, actually. Seem require. Oh, you gotta have the wood. Yeah, that would do it. Oops, all of it. Two, please. Do 1 log is only key. Try that again. Oh, whoops. I need to do. Need to right click. I removed the floor. And I heard noises, so there's something outside that doesn't like me. That's okay. Use the log. Whoa, whoops. Can I go this way? If I stand on the other side of the log, say use, I got it backwards. Kind of dumb. Those. This one. I thought I had to go that way, but I guess it's... Oh, doesn't like he's standing on it. Now if I take this off... Oh, I'm still backwards. 5. Oh. The little arrow, red arrow thing. This side. Now can I use the plug? There we go. Comfort is 6. Excellent. And I don't, at the moment, appear to be getting smoked out. So I can hear the bees. Oh, annoying. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Hey, you. Leave my bees alone. Hey. Be happy. Aha. Hee hee hee. So something tried to attack the bees, and unfortunately bees said, no way, man, and kicked its butt. Well, that's nice. They have stung it to death. I can handle that. I like that. The front. Maybe not. There we go. That's the last I can make of those because I don't have any more. I don't have any more lady bees. Yeah, so I tried to steal, and the bees attacked it. Excellent, but that's not the way it's going to work with the troll. I've seen people get them smashed. The whole floaty house part, I really don't like the look of it. Throw a post in it, you just make it look right. Not gonna work well, but good start. Wood dragon adornment. Huh. 8 walls. Sharp stakes. Huh. Nice. 8 walls is probably what I'm going to be building. But I definitely will need a good amount more wood for that. Berries. So we're back to chopping down. Now let's see, what sort of view do I want? That will help me determine whether I cut on this side or... Does that really matter? And truth be told, I probably should have my doors out this direction. See what was going on. But then I'd have a whole open side in behind me I'm not a fan of. That one looks like it's going to fall over. I'll use that as my excuse. Sure. I'd eat another bite of deer meat. Come on. Beside me? That's okay. Fog. Don't take out my house, please. You. My house alone, please. Oh. Right, that. 14, so I can probably do a little bit. Oh, okay. Come here, bud. Aha. Come on, I'll kick you. Go. Didn't think I'd actually find an idyllic spot to be able to get what I needed and actually have a nice big place. Honestly, I figured it would probably be stuck in the trees or in between the trees. Kind of glad I don't have to figure that stuff out. Now this, being a birch, got too hard. Unless I take it down with another tree, I'll get that one. Try? Yeah. Not at the moment. Another huge stump. This one sort of poses a threat to my house, so maybe I'll just get rid of it while the house is done, so that once it gets really heavily built up, I won't be as bothered as it goes and destroys the house. Or the beehives, apparently. That sucks. not high on the list is correct beehives. But at least I got my bee back, so I can remake that hive. There we go. Not ideal, but it worked. Oh, I'm actually carrying too much. Okay. Repairs. Okay. That's wash, but you don't need repairs. I'll take that. Sure. Okay. Whatever. First off, I don't need to be carrying those skins just in case something goes wrong. And I'm carrying money, it shouldn't be. Put it in this. Yeah, that changes the weight quite a bit. But I also have enough space. I can make a couple more stacks of wood. Try that. Yes. Wood. It sort of does float in through here, but I'm not too bothered because that actually is horrible. So, don't. One. Rock back there, okay. Some wood. Oh, stuff to work with. That one took out the beehive, but not the house. Oops. Uh-oh. This is not good. We're going to have ourselves a party. Now, I'm hoping I don't get too many of them on me all at once. That could be an issue. That's it. Oh, there's another one here. And I did it again. Okay, so this is not well. There is. I saw that. I go by. Where did he go? Way up top. Die. Come here, you.
Oh, hello there!
Hello there, Dreama! Good to see you! This is one of the things I do when I'm not playing Minecraft. I'm actually very early in the Valheim games, so I built myself a shack. And, oh, they're calming me down, okay. And I had just had a visit from... Monsters will lay siege to your camp from time to time. Strength of arms does not guarantee you victory in these situations. Build a strong defense to weather out the storm. Okay. Good talk. So, yeah. Minecraft right now, I'm actually working on a 150 by 150 flat space to do carpet art. And I decided arbitrarily I was going to take it down to Y70. Unfortunately, that was taking a ridiculously long time. So Wednesdays are my break from Minecraft. I do sometimes one stream, sometimes two. And I'm guessing it's probably crazy early for you. Either it's early in the morning or you've stayed up ridiculous late. Because, yeah. So I have not taken on Eikthyr yet. but I figured I would sort of get myself as set up as I could before. So I was actually in the middle of stacking up wood, and I've got some beehives back there. I have not tamed any boars yet, because I've got a couple of spots marked on my map that I call Boar Rock. And so when I've got... I think that's a Boar Rock? I forgot to put... Yeah, that was a Boar Rock. Okay. That's true. But the reason I called them that is just because then I know that's where they tend to talk about them, and the boars congregate around there. Makes it a little easier for me to actually go hunting for them rather than them for me. Oh. 10:40 a.m.? Oh, good. Not too bad. Yeah, I usually do the other side of it, so as my other Aussie friends say, they're usually busy pushing out Z's when I do my morning stream slot. I don't always get the chance to do what is for me right now an evening stream slot. So I'm in North American Mountain Time, which is GMT -6 in our summer. So it just so happened that my son had soccer tonight, and my daughter did not want interactivity. So I figured, okay, fine, that's great. I will stream. I'm trying to make it more of a regular thing, particularly on Thursdays. The only hitch is lately the kids love Valheim too, and they've discovered that Mom will play with them. So, yeah. Can't win them all. You know, from the backside, that looks really dopey. Really, really dopey. But it works from the inside, so argue with it. The kids like Valheim. Most likely, though, they can usually play with each other on the Thursdays. Whereas, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, if they decide they want interactivity, of course their sibling isn't there to hang out with them, so then it's up to me. But I got lucky the last few weeks and they're letting me do some streaming. Well, exactly. I mean, it looks janky from that backside. It's not too bad from the front. The other house I did this way, I actually just matched it with an extra 26-degree piece, so the lower flap. It just turned out the lower flap tends to retain more of the smoke in the house. So, yeah. I usually forget to actually paste in anything prior to going on stream live. I'm horrible at that. So, the fact that I actually remembered, and then I actually saw you pop in, is icing on the top of my cake, so to speak. I think that's gonna work out alright, so I'll just leave it as is. You can see that I'm not very far into the game, but I'm having a blast. You know, it's fun. It's fun. The worst bit, of course, is Valheim, while it's interesting for people to watch half the time, yes, actually, this is the version, I don't know, 3 or something. I've got one world that I use off-stream, private to myself, so I've only actually owned the game myself for about a week. No, maybe not. Less than a month, I guess. But I only play it once in a while. And the other version of it, when I'm using a 45-degree roof, or even sometimes I'll even build it a little lower, and then put the angled corners of the thatch roof with thatch pieces in between to literally make a funnel shape. And that way I can go all the way up to the narrower hole. But with the 26-degree roof, it looked really kind of dumb to come down from that little hole with a half wall, and then the catch with the roof. So if this doesn't contain enough of the smoke, I will do that. But it works for now. One of the few things I don't like, I mean, it looks like I've got potted plants, so I don't mind having the greenery in there, but I just wish that some of the greenery would be able to be removed. I haven't figured out how yet, if there is a way. And then some of the generated beds are annoying. I'd like to get rid of them as well. But I figured I'd upgrade the wood gates for the doors. No lighting there. And looking out the windows. Love that. Feels like fresh air. Makes me smile a little bit. And I can't see much from this side, but it's working. So, yeah, that's not much to say. Oh, just because you're on stream, I wanted to show you, actually, yeah, let's not do that. So I wanted to show you guys real quick what I'm actually working on when I do my Minecraft, because this is my break from Minecraft. But when I do Minecraft, I'm actually going to be doing this out of carpet art. So that's my goal. I don't mind in this particular case having the plants in the building, but yeah, it would be nice eventually to be able to decide where they are rather than having to work around them. But that's going to be the carpet art I'm doing. My Minecraft base this year is, or this season is, a theme of mystery books. So we've talked about enough mystery books on Dream of Smith's Discord that I actually thought it would be kind of fun to do a base themed on that. So while actually let's sleep. The kind of funky dream I get. So I've done a couple of pieces. I've borrowed a train design from Crafty Fox. I'll pause to say, you dream of a great tree reaching out through the night. One half of its branches crackle with flames, the others are green with leaves. Well, that looks and sounds familiar. Maybe. We're probably talking about a real tree that's half on fire, but it does remind me of Yggdrasil. And I know I completely got that wrong in pronunciation. Yeah, so it's I've borrowed a tree or a train design from Crafty Fox, and I've borrowed a necktail. Okay, I borrowed a design from Tridar, a couple of them actually, from Tridar to do a couple of very, very large Egyptian statues with a self-designed river steamboat, a paddle boat, but I skipped the actual paddle portion just because it was hidden enough in the design I didn't need to actually have it stick out. Ooh, hey. Are you coming, bud? You want some fun? Don't kill me with a tree. Here, take this. Oh, don't freeze. Got a 3080 in here, don't do that to me. Yeah, so I did the big long train for Murder on the Orient Express, and then I did the large Egyptian statues and the boat on water for Death on the Nile, Agatha Christie. I've got a very, very large book as a trading hall, so half of it's full of librarians. Far too many librarians, I'll tell you that. Oh, do I hear another one? Nope. Okay. So I've got that going on. Let's see what else. Built a great big, copy of a Minecraft bee block. Got bit a few times because, of course, Minecraft has that issue where bees don't stick around. They keep despawning. And I was very certain I put my copy of the block all within one chunk, so I know it wasn't a chunk border issue, but unfortunately just no bees. So after about 5 rounds of having bees and then having them disappear, I just gave up on it, but the block is still there. That was done to reference Sherlock Holmes. There's a large magnifying glass. Yeah, angled paddles is challenging. I've seen a couple of different water wheels that I was looking at their designs. Where do I want to open up next? One more on this side. It's both, actually. So it's the ongoing bees vanish issue, except I named them all bees with a numerical tag. So literally, I counted my bees with name tags. And still hadn't vanished. So, oh well, it wasn't a big deal. I wasn't doing much with it. Initially, I had started out trying to do a version of large yellow silk pajamas out of terracotta for to reference Nero Wolf. But unfortunately, that just looked really, really hokey, so I tore that one down. And this is part of why I needed a break. Sometimes when I'm working on a theme like that, I get a little bit focused on theme and get really frustrated when something doesn't work quite the way I'd expected. So this is where I take a day off. Originally, this Wednesday started out being Whatever Wednesday, and so I'd played through a little tiny bit of what's it called? Planet Zoo on stream, and decided I wasn't in the mood, which didn't hurt because it wasn't a very big hit anyways. And then I tried, I've played through the entirety of Myst, the re-release of it. I enjoyed that, but I made through that, and then I went through the sequel Ribbon, and I had some technical issues getting onto the third one in the series, Exile. So I figured I'd try something different. Found a little bit of scrap mechanic, and then I jumped onto Valheim. Here I am. I mean, one of the things I like about it is, in a way, it's kind of Minecraft-esque, so it's refreshing without being the same thing. But also sometimes the way you have to handle stuff in Valheim amuses the heck out of me. Because my kids and I play together and we've taken on roles, and it was kind of amusing because in a slightly not family-friendly way, my son decided to show me that you can actually run up with a troll, or run up with a knife underneath a troll, from behind usually, and stab him. But because you're short, you basically are taking a knife and poking him in the bottom. And it was just kind of amusing to watch that, so. But I don't play with my kids on stream simply because they're not old enough yet. They're not, I mean, because of the horrible way that... What? Oh, or what are you? Grayling, okay. Come here. We've smacked you in the face. I'm gonna use you to level my fists up. Stop doing that to me. Done. There we go. Because of the way that you poke them in the butt, they're not old enough. And where was I going with this? Oh, CurseForge. That's what it was. So the CurseForge stuff from Minecraft, unfortunately, more or less made you have a Twitch account, whether your parents wanted them to or not, be able to download directly. It was a bigger hassle not to than it was to just let them have an account there. Tell them that they're not allowed to use it, because my kids are good and they actually won't go sneaking on and use Twitch without permission. So we just went with that. But I know my son's waiting quite patiently until he's 13, and then he's going to want to be able to hang out. Oops. Touch the tree before you hit it. Oh, that's true. I mean, basically, the worst part about it, though, is it had the game for a year because my son's had Valheim for a year because my brother gave it to him and put up a server and the two of them play, which is great because my brother lives in a different city. Only problem is that, of course, now my 11-year-old son is becoming Mr. Know-It-All. Bye, Grayling. That's fun. Other one? No, I'm out of axes. Okay. Grab this goo, and then go repair. So yeah, and if I actually need help, then I can ask him stuff, and he's usually pretty good about it, but sometimes when we play together, he's seen all the boards or seen all the rocks and not too excited in hanging around while his sister and I read them. And so that frustrates my daughter to no end. But it's the reality, right? Want to upgrade the shield because I've got the stuff? Mm-hmm. Why not? Let's get more. Upgrade. Sure. Okay. What else? I have enough to put down. Yeah, I do. Plenty. Some of the things I wish I could do in this game is actually open the door while holding the hoe. Like the hoe or the, like the hoe or so on. It's really nice. Sometimes coming in and you put it away just to open and close the doors is silly. Have anything to cook? Yeah. Do it without burning things. Yay! Well, exactly. And then, of course, while my son's bored and he's just trying to kill time, he goes off and kills things, deer and whatnot, and then he's all uppity about, well, they're my carpets or my skins, or I think we should do this or that with it. Kids will be kids. Did I get myself full? Good, I did not. Yeah, that's part of why I put it halfway up. If I really needed to, I could jump through the I mean, if I really didn't want things to jump through the window, then I can always put blocks in the window. Okay. But I was kind of amused to note that you can actually make dandelion chains, and it is a single point of armor. They're great for RPG, but not so useful in the reality of things. I'm not overloaded. Let's grab the goo. Goo's here. No, too much goo. Alright, so I think I'm just going to putter a smidge more. Probably because I think you see what I was playing? Yeah, here, let me just not exactly dandelion chains per se, it's dandelion crowns. I think that might have been part of the Hearth and Home update. Always a possibility. There's a midsummer crown. It could actually even have been something that came with today's update. Or well, yesterday's update, I guess. Midsummer hit. Yeah, 10 dandelions. That's actually funny you mentioned that, the large storage hall. I made I should say a classic North American style barn. They're fairly similar all around the planet, but I made a classic barn for a storage hall with our kids. And then for a while they weren't using it, but then they said, "Hey, Mom, check this out, check this out." We had a wooden gate up on the second floor as the window and a regular door down at the bottom. And they kept loving to go running up the stairs and go jumping out the window. So I'm almost done here. I will probably read out if there's anyone interested at the top of the hour. But one of my biggest face palms that I did not know till my kids told me was that you could make a hoe early on and actually flatten out the land. I was under the impression you had to wait till you were able to basically farm things. I had nothing to farm, so I want to try and flatten it out. But there's some spots like this zone in here that I just can't seem to get level. It's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm looking forward to getting rid of some of these rocks, but it's also kind of fun to note that if I dig around and under the rocks, like the ones that I did over the beehive, they will shift. Like the big rock will shift around. I like, let's be real quick on my map here. I was at home down here and storage house, and I think I'll take the home one out. It's not home anymore, but this and not for the storage house. But I thought, okay, this is nice and defensible because it's nearly an island with just a little spit of land. This is great. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it on the map. It doesn't really label, but this whole northeast side of it, like a bit of a wrinkle in the middle, the whole northeast side of it is black forest. So I had trolls knocking on my door rather regularly, which of course I would run and hope that they disappeared. Eventually they'd get bored and wander off. And then of course Eikthyr gathered the characters, which of course brought everybody in, and I was in lots of trouble. I spent a lot of time dead down there, and I figured I needed a new home, considering that when I first started, spawned up centrally and then off to the west. This Eikthyr was the first one I found. So I figured, okay, well that's the one they gave you when you started. So I thought, okay, well maybe something a little closer. Well, not exactly closer, but it's a little bit easier and it's more meadows all the way around, so I'm not getting my backside handed to me. I know there's mountains to the west of the northwest Eikthyr thing. Mountains over here, and a lot of this zone up on this side is black forest. And I think the reason I stopped here is probably black forest on this side. So that means it's not that far from home, really. And where I say abandoned village, I've actually got set up a little, just campfire and a bed in one of the buildings, sort of fixed up. Similar strange smoke release mechanism in that house as well. But that's my sort of flyover, so I can actually run off, that spawn there, and then go get myself killed over here, and the runs aren't so bad. Much, much nicer than having trolls on my tail over on this side. But, yeah. The other thing I like is this river has made me swim several times. Like, I've tried 4 or 5 different crossing locations, and I basically swim through all of them, which means that there's a chance that, if not this river, this one off to the east might actually let me through if I needed a shortcut down to go elsewhere, so got a good place to start. Well, I should say only. One of the other things I'd like to see out of the game, which they don't have, is I've seen, not here at the moment, but I've seen fish, and my son tells me that you need a fishing rod, which kind of sucks. There's some more over there. It stinks only in that I think it'd be kind of fun. You could actually go spearfishing. Even if it's an incredibly low chance of actually hitting, it would be nice to be able to do that. But that's okay. One of the nice parts about having a rock over yonder that's not got a whole lot of trees in it is if I really want to, for home, I have the luxury, for kicks, I guess, of, once I start getting into stone and stuff, build myself a lighthouse. Might be kind of fun, just artistically. See what I can come up with. Now this one I use my generic online name. Yes, spearfishing would be super cool. This one I use my online name, but in my personal world, I've actually got a world named Self-Confidence in Norwegian, and a character named Sun's Path. So I came out as Solvig with the, I can't pronounce it right, Solvig in Norwegian for the name, and then Selvtillit, which was the world, Self-Confidence, because I picked one where I could just hang out, have a somewhat idyllic life, and chill, but then I can also use it as a supplies world. If I need to do prep for stream, I can use that character to go and do a lot of the prep stuff without messing up the skill level or gear equipment for this character, so I can just go grab trees or more iron or whatever it is I need at that point, and that allows me another character to mess with. So, yeah. Then the third one, of course, understandably, when I'm playing with my kids, no surprise there, the name for that third character is Mom. Why not, right? Okay, so. Oh, no, I don't want to kick. Block and turn around. And we're going this way. Back up. Nope. Come on, turn around. There we are. Alrighty. Not looking at me, but that'll have to do. Hello. So this is where... Oh. Yeah, and shared world's called Mom. Probably everybody. As long as it's not a server, you know? So this is where I'm going to leave everyone for the evening. I want to say thank you very much to those that showed up. We had Drama Smith, and we've had Max Money, and we've had Kieran Chan come in earlier on. So I just wanted to say how much I appreciate it. These are always a nice breath of fresh air, but when you've got good friends to share it with, it's always a pleasure. So let's see who we've got for raids. I'm going to go back to Minecraft because that's what people came to me for originally, and that's what they know me for, so we're going to head back to a few others. Let's send this one over to, I'm torn between Stina Ross and Firepower. Always a tough one. No, you totally did not dominate chat. Max or Drama, do you have a favorite? I've got Stina or Firepower up on the board. Stina? Okay, easy. Yep, Stina it is. So, feel free to give her my best. I don't have a raid phrase, but you're all welcome, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye for now.
Mischief managed.